All right. So I mentioned my intro. By the way, I'm Tony. This is my first video on my channel, and I mentioned in the intro that I have these old digital SLRs. I still use them. I still get frustrated with the results. In the end, I have wondered for a long time why I can't just get a darn sharp photo. And I realize this is a very cheap lens. I already know that this is a very cheap lens. They're basically the cheapest lenses you can get because I really haven't seen a difference between that and the L glass. To be honest, I've had several L lenses. I don't know, several. I've had like 3 or 4 L lenses. Butt kiss. Didn't see a difference. Um, it could be that I needed the uh, 5D Mark IV or the Mark III or whatever it is. I remember when the 5D came out. Maybe I needed that, but I couldn't. I don't know. I just didn't have the money to spend another $3,000 to figure out did I need a better body or not, and that didn't make a difference. So I always just went with the lenses. I just kept changing out lenses, and in the end, fine. I'll just do this, and I'll use my iPhone, and that's it. I'm really just an experienced hobbyist. I haven't really pursued making money from this. I just love this stuff. So, what is my current obsession? It is the EOS R6. Oh my God. And I've heard from people, what gets me excited is I've heard, I've watched some YouTube videos somewhere and they'll say, it's like, they had the same kind of experience. They had a hard time getting a sharp photo and then they use this and boom, things are working. Sharpness, tack sharp. Love that. And so that's what gets me excited about this. And they have if I go, you got that flip out um, screen there. Oh, a little touch screen, butter. Love that because I had the M50 and it was okay. I ended up selling it, but I really liked the mirrorless. I love that little articulating screen that you can go up here and take a photo from different angles and such. Because with this, you're really just stuck with what you can see right here. And I want to get different angles, and it made it really easy to do that. And this would do the same thing. Love that. It's full frame. What's not to love about full frame? I had a oh, I had a Canon 6D too. Uh, and I loved that. So that was my introduction to full frame lens. But it just, I don't know. I think that the SLR, for some reason, you see lots of sharp photos on an SLR taken from an SLR, and I just couldn't do it. So I don't know. Maybe this would work then. That's the hope anyway. And so 20 megapixels, fine for me. I love that. I remember there was a podcast called This Week in Photography or This Week in Photo, and one of the panelists said, "I don't want more megapixels. I want better megapixels or better pixels. They can are more sensitive to light. They can pick up the contrast better, and so on." And so, if this is just 20 megapixels, but the pixels are better, boom, that's what I need. I don't need 50, 100 megapixels. My God, a computer. I mean, imagine how big the files would be for that. So there's that. I don't know. They always talk about, the ISO and so on. And I don't know. Pretty much, I don't think I could ever crank it up past. I mean, we all know, right? You're never going to crank it up past 6,000 or whatever. So, but the AF the cross type AF sensors they work in such lower light now. That's nice. That's big because when you get a camera like this and a cheap lens and a cheap old, not some I guess cheap, yeah, but old uh, autofocus system, it's hunting. I I mean, this is the end of the light that I could use for this kind of camera. Even this 1.8 lens, it just hunts when it's low light. Ugh. But on a body like this, it wouldn't be hunting at all. It would be boom. I mean, my God, this thing, it's so funny. This has who knows how many little tiny pixels are AF spots, and they have dual pixel. Oh, come on. 1,053 automatic AF zones. Come on. This has like 7. It's hilarious. Love that. That's amazing. I mean, you're going to get your sharp photo. Hopefully, you get your sharp photos from that. Low light autofocus, need that. I mean, it's amazing when you get into taking photos with these cameras. You need a lot of light for this stuff. And so what we're used to with our eyes, you need a lot more. Now these the hope is this camera can pick up where these left off. Okay, I'm not really into video all that much. I mean, I know I'm making a video right now, but um, eh, maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, this right here, IBIS, in-body image stabilization. No matter what lens you use, you will have image stabilization, which is so fantastic. So you can, I mean, some of these L lenses, they come with image stabilization, some don't. So it won't matter. You get your L lens, which I have no idea why you would not get an L lens if you have this camera. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Bluetooth. That's nice. Although the Canon system for that is a little clunky. It's kind of weird. You have to switch over or Bluetooth. Maybe with Bluetooth you don't have to switch over. But I use the Wi-Fi. Maybe the M50 only had the Wi-Fi. I can't remember, and it didn't have Bluetooth. But I remember having to use Wi-Fi and I had to switch over because the camera would have its own Wi-Fi hotspot or whatever, and then you would have to switch over. But you couldn't surf the internet. Then you'd have to switch over onto your cell network or something like that. And so anyway, that was kind of weird. So I don't know if that's been improved. And then the rest is all just battery grip. Okay. Durability, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I want one. Okay. Let's see. Let's jump over to B&H. Okay. Oh my God. How many times have we been on B&H, right? It's nighttime. You're wishing, oh my God, how much would this cost? Okay. So it's $2,500. But you need, well, you know what I would do too? I would do this one too with the 24 to 105. What a great starter lens for that. Is it, you know what? Mm-mm. Because I would want to make sure that this is not the EF, but it's the RF. So I'll just hit add to cart. What else do I need? Yeah, I would need, might as well. I mean, $100 for 128 gigabytes. You can put 2 in that camera too. I think you can put 2 of them, but whatever. It's in the cart. I will definitely need an extra battery. I'm assuming that is the battery for it. And there ain't no way. I mean, I don't get this. Why would they recommend a $200 lens for a $2,500 camera? Come on. Okay, whatever. I'm out. So there's that. What is this little bundle here? Savings in the bundle? Build a bundle? Buy together and save? Okay. Manfrotto Professional Twin Charger. I don't really need it. I mean, I'm not going like I have an unlimited supply of funds, but lens adapter, no. I'm not going to use any old lenses for this. Thank you. And then, you watch the videos. Yeah, this is all the same kind of stuff that I saw on the Canon thing. Let's jump over to the lenses. So with the lenses, I would get, this is kind of weird. I wonder if I would like this. Okay, like I know I said I don't have unlimited funds, but shoot, $500 for that? Maybe, maybe. I mean, shoot, it has. Okay, so I wonder if this has image stabilization and the camera itself has in-body image stabilization. Would you only use one of them, or would you use both of them? Because if you have, I remember with my lenses, and I would read the manual. It would say if you have image stabilization, uh, if you put the camera on a tripod, turn the image stabilization off because for some reason everything can get all wonky. So I wonder if it's the same kind of thing where if you have image stabilization in the camera and on the lens, would you turn one of them off? Or would you just leave it? I hope that it would just be smart enough to where you just leave it and you don't have to think about that part, because that would be weird. So, but I'm not going to add that to that. I'm going to go for not. This is kind of weird. They made 100 millimeter macro. So remember they had the EF version, so they must have jumped right on the RF. 7200, no. F4, oh, no, no. It would be the 24 to 70. Okay, so this is, I've heard a lot about this lens, but and it's IS and it's f2.8, but I don't know. I think it might be. Yeah, no, this one's not as heavy. So maybe this one. Yeah, the f2. This one's big and it gives you great images apparently, and whatever, $3,000. But I don't know. It's a big lens. That worries me because the I had the 24 to 70, the EF 24 to 72.8, and I thought that was a big lens. And then this one's smaller apparently than this one, so it must be enormous. Uh, let's see what else we got here. I'm thinking this one, the Canon RF 20. Yeah, I think this would be my go-to to start everything off. F4, I mean, you get their high ISO and all that kind of stuff. I think you can go like, you can do indoor stuff with something like this and a body like the R6. I ain't doing none of that stuff. So here we go. All right. So let's see what the damage is today in this little shopping foray. It's thinking. So I got that. I got extra battery. I can use my old camera bag. So this is like the basics. Bundle total? No way. I didn't add my. Yeah, I have the lens. Oh, yeah. What's my total? There we go. There we go. $4,057.28. Hmm. Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it? To have a camera like that. Hmm. Although, I mean, would I go pro? I'd have to go pro, basically, if I had this camera. This would be epic. It'd be so much fun. But anyway, that's my shopping for today. The EOS R6 and the RF 24 to 105. That would be my go-to. If I had an extra $4,057.28, I get the battery, I get the memory stick. I just one. I mean, I know me. That's what I would use, and I would just go to town on that. So anyway, what do you think? Would you get the same bundle? Would you do something different? Let me know in the comments. Catch you next time.